The Sophie Cunningham saga continues. Pro-women activists are set to rally at this weekend's WNBA games in key Democratic strongholds like Portland and Minneapolis to show their support for Cunningham after the Indiana Fever player spoke out against biological males competing in women's sports. They're calling it Sophie Night. This comes after a chaotic and frankly horrific incident this week where two teenage girls, fans of Cunningham, went to the Seattle Storm game versus the Fever and said that co-owner Celeste Keaton cursed at them, yelled at them, berated them for daring to wear pro-women sports gear. By the way, just XX and XY t-shirts. One of the teens is now speaking out about the exchange that made her cry. Watch.
We were shocked. Yeah, it's disappointing though, too, because she's also a woman and she just kind of cussed out two 16-year-olds that were just trying to have fun. We weren't trying to be political, we were just trying to support Sophie.
Now, Keaton has been fined and suspended from attending the team's next 5 home games, but has yet to issue an apology. We've reached out to her for a statement and have not heard back. Meanwhile, the Seattle Storm says this, quote, "We respect the league's decision to fine and suspend her. We remain committed to creating a welcoming and respectful environment for anyone who attends a Storm game." Laura, I mean, this was obviously a corporate response for optics because they did not step in during the time when not only were those two girls being berated by the owner, but also a group of fans that were yelling, "Take the trash out," and cussing them out. It was horrific to watch.
These are 16-year-old girls. The co-owner of the team got in their face, used Jesus as part of her response to them, which I thought was totally outrageous. And what was their crime? They supported Sophie Cunningham. They were there with signs that were pro-women signs, XXXY. Those are the chromosomes. I hate to tell you out there, folks, doesn't matter how you dress up. Those still determine whether you are a man or a woman. That was their offense. I thought that this was a little ridiculous. She needs to come out with a statement. Otherwise, I think she needs to be totally removed.
Yeah, and also, Sophie Cunningham has been completely winsome and kind about all of this. All she said was that she wanted to protect girls in sports. And so she has fans, rightly so, that went to this. And so I think this entire episode really lays bare that those who oppose Sophie Cunningham and this notion that little girls should only play against girls, biological girls, it's not about compassion. It's not about being pro-woman. And you can see this because she yelled so aggressively into the faces of these girls who were at this game. So I think it really, really, really makes the other side look so bad here.
Yes.
For me, this is when capitalism can actually reign supreme because people can vote with their checkbooks. They can not go to the Seattle games. They can support people like Sophie. But the WNBA is in a very weird place right now that if they don't do something radical to actually pick a position, they're going to lose a fan base and they're going to continue to not have corporate sponsors and they're going to be defunct.
I agree, because what about girl power? I mean, first of all, and I agree with you, are you invoking the name of Jesus? How hypocritical is that?
Crazy.
I think Sophie is using her platform the right way. I think that transgender should not be ostracized. However, trans females should not be competing against biologically female athletes.
Yeah, well, she was doing it mockingly, which makes it all the more patently horrific. It's so shameful. And I find it ironic that those libs on the left call someone a dude who slaps on lipstick and runs against young women and gets on the podium. They call that brave. No, what was brave were those two young minors who went to a game to have fun, to support a player that was on their side and that stood in the face of being literally attacked. We saw on video as other girls were tripping them, guys were throwing things, and they were still sweet and loving, and that hasn't tainted their spirit, but they are traumatized. That is brave. And to do so at a pro game, I'm sorry, if I were their parents, I would be suing that.
In other leagues, the league and or the ownership group would ask that person not to own their ownership stake anymore, and they would say to sell. It happened in the NFL. It's behavior unbecoming of the franchise.
Absolutely. We will look.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.